Mali, a vast country south of the Sahara, a country with a rich heritage, the source of Africa's gold, a centre of learning. A river supporting life and agriculture, the Niger. The villages along the Niger Bend are hives of economic activity in areas with high population densities and intensive agriculture. It seems like only a stone's throw to the inhospitable Sahel zone. Scorching temperatures, sandstorms, and swarms of locusts make life here a torment. A delegation of international experts set out for the north of the country, a journey of nearly 2,000 kilometers, a ferry across the Niger to Gao, the halfway stage of their trip. Gao is the gateway to the Sahara. Anyone planning to travel further north through the searing heat in the direction of Algeria should make sure they're well equipped and listen to the advice of the locals. A door bars the entrance to a large storage depot, which houses pesticides for the whole region east of the Niger. Numerous drums are leaking. The sandy floor is soaked with chemicals. The inventory: 46,000 litres of dieldrin, 400 litres of malathion, 30 litres of fenthion, 170 55-litre drums of linden, and 170 empty drums. From Gao, the experts travelled to the Adra des Ifaras mountains on the border to Algeria. The trip over unmarked sandy tracks is not without its dangers. In other words, it's only possible under the protection of the military. 10 soldiers in 2 pickups, plus the team's 3 vehicles, make up a convoy. At regular intervals, military outposts. The remains of the storage depot Gao Poudre, which was plundered in the Tuareg rebellion in 1992. The Tuaregs, it said, tipped 14,000 litres of dieldrin over the ground and took the empty drums with them. Even now, the pungent smell of pesticides hangs over the whole area. The condition of the well has so far not been investigated. Samples of the soil showed a high degree of contamination with chlorinated hydrocarbons and phosphate esters. 600 kilometres further northwest, the community and military base of Aguelhok. In the last survey, the pesticide depot here had presented a well-cared-for, organised impression. In the region east of the Niger, pesticide residues are still a source of potential danger. One example, Anefis. The Tuaregs come here to water their camels. Just a few meters from the well was a steel tank riddled with bullet holes. The dieldrin it contained has seeped into the desert sand. Today, the group of experts have to listen to angry protests from the local people. The well is poisoned. The nomads suffer from headaches, especially in the village of Tin-es-Sako. The women have become infertile.
You can't get children anymore.
Tinessako is roughly 250 kilometres to the northeast, another 8-hour drive over rough sand and gravel tracks. Tinessako currently provides a temporary place to live for Tuaregs and locusts. Here they have their breeding grounds. A tennis court in the middle of the Sahara? Hardly. Wasn't there a pesticide storage depot here? Where have all the drums gone? According to the lists available, 48,000 litres of crop protection agents were stored in the depot. A closer examination of the fenced-off tennis court seems called for. Removing just a few spadefuls of sand reveals the evidence.
Here's
the outline of a drum containing pesticides. On this site, there are dozens of all types of crop protection agents, mainly dieldrin, aldrin, endrin, lindan and HCH, in both solid and liquid formulations. In 1992, during what was known as the Tuareg Rebellion, these pesticides were rolled out of the depot over there and partially emptied. In 1996, the GTZ investigated the site and discovered that the ground here was badly contaminated. At the moment, there's no immediate risk for the people living here or for animals, but there is the danger that in the meantime, the nearby well has been contaminated by those pesticides which have leached into the ground. The drums are concealed under rubber matting, well protected from above, but what about underneath? The soil samples don't only turn up sand. Here you can see the contamination. Here's a spot where solid pesticides can clearly be identified. The region desperately needs new wells. The prerequisite for that is a clean environment. During the return journey, the experts discussed how best to dispose of contaminated land, sealing it in concrete, gasification or incineration on site using a mobile kiln. It's not only a question of logistics, but rather of the costs involved. Germany's contribution to the global environmental facility is approximately 11%, putting it in third place behind the USA and Japan. At the same time, funds are being earmarked for preventive measures. Chemical security is then coupled with other projects, for example, transport projects. The people of Africa have a right to enjoy a clean environment. It should remain a guarantee for the future.